The human spirit is truly unbreakable. Throughout history, people have endured unthinkable situations, defying the odds and surviving when survival seemed impossible. From stranded sailors to lone survivors of plane crashes, these incredible stories will leave you in awe of human resilience. Stick around, number 1 will blow your mind. 1. Aaron Ralston, trapped in a canyon. Let's start with Aaron Ralston, whose story inspired the movie 127 Hours. In 2003, Aaron went hiking alone in Utah when a boulder fell and trapped his arm. He spent 5 days stuck in the canyon with limited food and water. Facing certain death, Aaron made a life-saving decision. He amputated his own arm with a small knife to free himself. Not only did he survive, but he managed to hike to safety and call for help. 2. Julian Kupka, the jungle survivor. In 1971, 17-year-old Julian Kupka was flying over the Amazon when her plane was struck by lightning. She fell 10,000 feet into the jungle strapped to her seat and survived. Injured and alone, Julian navigated the dangerous rainforest for 11 days, using survival skills her father taught her. She drank river water, avoided predators, and eventually found help. 3. The Andes plane crash. Miracle of the Andes. One of the most famous survival stories involves the 1972 Andes plane crash. A group of rugby players was stranded in the freezing mountains for 72 days after their plane crashed. With no food and harsh conditions, they had to resort to cannibalism to survive. Against all odds, 16 people were eventually rescued, demonstrating extraordinary perseverance. 4. Hugh Glass, the Revenant Story. Hugh Glass, a frontiersman in the 1820s, was attacked by a grizzly bear and left for dead by his crew. Despite severe injuries, including a broken leg and deep wounds, Glass crawled over 200 miles back to safety. His incredible journey through the wilderness inspired the Oscar-winning movie The Revenant. 5. Louis Zamperini, World War II POW Survivor. Louis Zamperini, an Olympic runner turned World War II airman, survived 47 days adrift in the Pacific Ocean after his plane crashed. Battling starvation, sharks, and enemy fire, he was eventually captured by the Japanese and spent years enduring brutal conditions as a prisoner of war. His story of resilience is immortalized in the book and movie Unbroken. 6. Ada Blackjack, the Arctic Survivor. In 1921, Ada Blackjack, an Inuit woman, joined an Arctic expedition to Wrangel Island as a cook. When the mission went terribly wrong, Ada found herself alone in the frozen wilderness for 2 years. With no training in survival, she learned to hunt, trap, and endure extreme cold until she was rescued. Her story is one of quiet bravery. 7. Joe Simpson, Surviving the Impossible. In 1985, climbers Joe Simpson and Simon Yates were descending the Ciudad Grande mountain in the Andes when Joe fell, breaking his leg. Simon tried to lower him to safety but had to cut the rope when Joe slipped into a crevasse. Miraculously, Joe survived the fall and crawled for 3 days back to camp with no food or water. His story is told in the book and film, Touching the Void. 8. Stephen Callahan, 76 Days at Sea. Stephen Callahan's survival story is a testament to human ingenuity. In 1982, his small sailboat was damaged, leaving him adrift in the Atlantic Ocean for 76 days. Armed with a survival raft, a fishing spear, and his wits, Stephen battled storms, sharks, and dehydration before being rescued by fishermen. His ordeal is one of the longest recorded solo survivals at sea. 9. Beck Weathers, Surviving Mount Everest. Beck Weathers was part of the infamous 1996 Mount Everest disaster, where 8 climbers perished in a storm. Left for dead on the mountain in freezing conditions, Beck somehow regained consciousness and stumbled back to camp, suffering severe frostbite and injuries. His survival in such extreme conditions was nothing short of miraculous. 10th. Anna Bogenholm, Frozen Alive. Anna Bogenholm, a Swedish doctor, fell into an icy stream while skiing in 1999. Trapped under the ice for 80 minutes, her body temperature dropped to an astonishing 56.7 degrees Fahrenheit, or 13.7 degrees Celsius. Though clinically dead, she was revived by a team of doctors after hours of resuscitation. Her survival is one of the most remarkable cases of modern medicine. These incredible survival stories remind us of the strength, determination, and willpower of the human spirit. Which one inspired you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories of resilience and adventure.